Nikki Thot, Jamie Perkins situation, it took the internet by storm over the past 2 weeks. But when everything settled down, whatever side you're on, we're not going to discuss that, who's right and wrong. It's not to be discussed in this video. But the... Wow, I really do apologize. I am so sorry. That is really embarrassing. I really do say sorry, guys. My apologies. Damn, that intro was about to land. Anyways, what, child. Okay, so, but I also feel like, how do I do this now? Now does it piss me off? I feel like, bruh, what do I say now? This is so annoying. I've lost, you know when you just lose your train of thought? Everything is gone. The train is off the tracks. It's fallen into the trees and gone through the river and over the woods. Do you understand? Like, this is so annoying. I feel so embarrassed. But at the same time, I do feel like there is a dark, very dark side to what we have seen when it comes to Nikki Thot and Jamie Perkins, and why I feel we are about to see a lot more, and it sets a dangerous precedent that is about to come, a new reality that we have not faced. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button for daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. It's just one click. Let's get into this, conversation that I want to have about this, because I've been thinking about it for a while. I've been reading case studies about what is going on. Now, regardless of whether who's in the right and the wrong here, one thing that we can agree is that the children are innocent in the situation, and they are going to be affected dramatically by this entire situation as they get older. And I feel like we as an audience discussing all of this, we're so focused on whose sides we're on, we're not really digesting or actually understanding how much the children are going to be affected by this. And this is what we see with family channels where children are involved. If your sole income as a grown man or woman, your sole income is your child, there is always going to be a relationship of exploitation that is taking place, because you are relying on your minor to pay your bills in your home. And so this is a relationship that we're seeing with social media, with family influencers. Now, I'm not saying that every family influencer channel, only relies on the children. I'm sure they may have other jobs, which I would expect. Your sole income should not be your child, because that creates a very blurred, dangerous line of exploitation that can begin. Now, I've read quite a few case studies on this where there are a lot of children now growing up to the point where they are conscious, they're in their, mid-teens or etc., and they are drastically upset at their parents for the fact that they were put on social media without their consent, without their understanding, not knowing what it is, and now their face is everywhere online when they really just wanted to live private lives growing up. From the generation that I am, we are not growing up with our parents as influencers, so we are not able to grasp this reality or understand it. With the development of reality TV, with social media, with AI, there are going to be new barriers that children are going to be facing as they get older. These two children, regardless of their parents, I'm sure that they love them both as they get older, are always going to be impacted by the fact that their father decided to put up a video of their mother in a take for everybody to break down and discuss and put her in a bad light. Now, it doesn't negate the fact that she could be wrong or right in that instance, but as a daughter or me, I would be angry at my father and be like, why did you put that video up of my mother for the world to look at? So I don't think Jamie Perkins really understands the damage of doing so in this instance. Whether he's wrong or right in this regard, when you have children involved and it's a family channel, and when you put that into the stratosphere, your children are now going to digest that information in their own way. That could also mentally affect them, let alone the lack of consent of being online. That could also, affect them as they get older, because it is quite traumatic to see a video of your mother up online, and as you get older, you're just going to understand that, number one. Number two, Nikki Thot did say that Jamie Perkins did not want to split the money with his children. That is why she put it down to just 1 to 2 videos a week, because he was not in a position, nor did he want to, because he very well understood how much money they were making via their children, via Nikki Thot, but via their children especially, and he was comfortable with that, and the children and the money was going to him. But if your children are your sole income, surely they should deserve a percentage or something saved for them for the tuition fees or something in that manner. And him refusing to do all of that is because of the greed that comes from the blurred lines that comes from exploiting somebody. And so this is what we see, and it can be very dangerous. Now, when the children also grow up, they're going to realize that you were using me to make money, but you weren't trying to give me anything or say me anything. I'm quite upset. It could nurture a negative relationship with those children and the father or mother because of this social media outburst and how it's, come up like this. I also think that a lot of children who may not want to be on social media and are forced to, basically, they're going to feel like that when they get older, might have negative relationships with both their parents and distance from them because of AI, social media, and the fact that they were plastered everywhere and they really did not want to. So I see a rise in this. I see a rise in these family channels, and if you are a content creator influencer and your sole income is just your child, it is a dangerous line. That's all I'm saying, because you can end up trying to exploit them for more money, but then they grow up and they don't want to be in those positions, and then what's going to happen? Or, you know, the PTSD that they may have from why am I ever online when I'm trying to live a really private life, it can develop anxiety, it can develop social anxiety, PTSD, and etc, etc, etc. It can be a lot. These children can also develop significant amount of social anxiety knowing that their father put up a video of their mother online. I just feel like we don't understand the long-lasting effects of the children as they get older, because their family, you know, put them online, and it's all basically broken down for us to really look at. Really and truly, none of this is our business. This is very much a family issue, and it does not need to be put online for us to break down and analyze and look at and discuss, turn into think pieces of who's this, that. That is probably why I think Jamie Perkins took the video down, because he realized, not about people backtracking, because a lot of people did agree with him, that it was not worth it because of his children that are involved in this entire situation. It was really not worth it at all, but all of this will now stay up on the internet forever, and I don't think people realize when things stay up on the internet forever, it can still affect you present day, be it a year, 5 years, or 10 years after. It most definitely can. So I think that if they're going to be affected, the children are definitely going to be are. It's just a conversation that I wanted to have, because I feel like we don't really discuss the rise of children getting older as their parents who are influencers put them online, and they feel like when they get older that they did not want to be online, and they're really upset by it, and they develop PTSD by it, social anxiety. Like, I've read these case studies of these anonymous children who've grown up and realized what their parents have done, and they really don't like it. So I can't even imagine what these children will grow up knowing that their father put their mother videos XYZ, and the voice notes and etc, and the text messages like, we need to like see it and etc. So that in itself is a whole different level people need to grasp onto. And who knows, it might get worse between them two. I doubt it, but you never really know. So I think this is really the dark side of family channels. The dark side. I'm not saying that, you know, it's nice to see children with their parents online. I think it's great as well when they have, you know, these relationships and they're funny and etc. It's great. That's the great side. But to everything that's good, there is dark. And I feel like there are rising case studies of children getting older, not wanting to be online. So, you know, I could have a whole family and a wife and you would never even know, because nobody needs to see kids in a camera, in my opinion, especially as minors, especially as the way some people view minors. It's a very weird world. All my nieces and nephews, you don't need to see them online, because I just feel like it's unnecessary. But family channels, when you rely only, if you are a family content creator channel and you can't get money on your own, you don't have your own job, you can't be a solo influencer content creator. You can, but if you're only relying on your child for money and you're putting them on the camera constantly, it is dangerous, it is scary, and it's blurring the lines of exploitation that can definitely take place. So I just fear for these children. There's probably going to be new DSM, you know, mental health related diagnosis of what they could develop as they get older. You know, it just could be a whole new world that we're not prepared for, because AI is already taken over and it's crazy. So I don't know why I did this video. It was just on my mind today and I wanted to just speak on it. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with what's going on here, but I'm just glad, whether I agree or disagree with Nikki Thot, I don't think either one of them are innocent. But I'm glad that she didn't respond with a video, because I think that was a very mature response, because there are minors involved here who are going to be directly affected by this more than both of these parties. They are really going to be upset by what's happened and etc. And they're going to be questioning their father to say, why did you do my mum like that? Like, I don't want to see videos of her online for everybody to be picking apart and taking apart and etc. Like, you know, these are very valid questions that these children will have when they grow up and get older, and their parents will need to answer, you know, and these could have long-lasting effects. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this video. Subscribe to the channel, click that button, guys, for daily and consistent content. I would appreciate it. Subscribe, comment down below on what else you want me to review or discuss or think about. If you have any other suggestions, I would also appreciate it. Send a super thanks, thumbs up on the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon.